Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome in. So, as you can see, I am standing in the middle of what is going to be my base. Sorry, wrong button. It still needs a roof. So, we need to get a roof on it so that way it doesn't rain on us. Also, it is night, so we're going to go back into my little spot and sleep for a minute. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today. Unfortunately, I had some things come up that I think are not going to let me stream for my full time, so it's probably only going to be about 2 hours instead of the usual 3. Sorry about that, guys. I would much rather spend my afternoon hanging with you all and playing Minecraft, but sometimes life has to take precedence. So that is what we will be doing today. So I'm going to move my bed in first. No real reason, but since we're going to be working in there, it might as well also be in here. And I think it's going to be in one of these corners. We're going to make them a little bit more symmetrical. I think we'll use this side. And then put my enchanting stuff over there. No, actually, I think I want to do the other side. Put it that way for now. We're definitely going to fix that. That is not exactly how I want it to look. I think that's better. All right. So how is everyone's day so far? Mine is going pretty well, besides the unfortunate needing to change my schedule. But otherwise, my day is going pretty well, so I hope you all are having a good day. Let's get all of these things in there. No, and of course I don't have space for some of them. And I did make a bunch of extra chests the other day, so let's see where I put them. They're probably in this one. Yes, they are. So let's get the crafting table in here. It's probably not where they're going to be permanently, but for now. And let's get some of these chests down so that I can start organizing. That's weird. Why did it do it that way? There we go. Also gonna make this into stairs and not blocks. That's probably more stairs than I need. However, I'm sure I will find a use for them at some point. That's better. And I don't have wax, so unfortunately my doors and trapdoors are going to change to green unless I get some wax going or find a beehive soon to change that, because I think the copper color looks better. Get some of this stuff out. Nope, and I'm not sure why my helmet is off. Oh, it was off for the intro. And I also need to put in some windows because right now there are none. And I also obviously need to fill in this space. Yep, we're going to start with moving materials over. And right now it's going to be a little disorganized. I will organize it better once I have everything in here and I'm not as, I'm just trying to get it all in here. Yep. I didn't want you to go in there, but these go in there. Put the glass in there too. Okay, and next one. These chests here are for sure going to be for stone, so I go ahead and take some of this out and put it in this one. And I will do most of the organizing at a later point. Just want to get this all moved from one to the other. And I clearly didn't get everything cleared out. I don't know why I just don't have all the doors open so that I can go in and out. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this little tiny building that I built as my initial shelter or not. Probably not. I will probably get rid of it. But I don't think I'm going to worry about doing that today. I'm not sure I'm in love with having those trapdoors in the middle. I like the look, but I'm not sure that I like the functionality. We'll see. Maybe I'll put them on the side so that way there's two doors together. In fact, I think I like that idea. Might have to expand my doorway a little bit to give it some more versatility in doing that. We shall see. Oh, and it is starting to get dark again, so quickly empty all of these things out. And we'll stick that stuff in there for the moment. I can grab the rest of my stuff real quick, and then we are going to sleep through the night. Okay. Don't really know where I want to put the dirt. It's kind of a random problem to have. Nope. That stone out of there. I think this chest is going to go there. It is probably going to be the food chest. And let's get a block to put there. There. Okay. I do need to make some signs so that I can label the chests and what they're for. And like I said, I like using cherry wood for that because I think it just contrasts really nicely with the chests, and that way you can actually see what you're looking for. Yep, I need sticks. So let's make some signs. That should be more than enough. At least for now. And then I will label what's in these once they are organized. Usually 2 or 3 are pretty much reserved for cobblestone, because there will be quite a bit of cobblestone. There usually is. There they are. tiles and the seeds. We'll put the signs in here. This side needs one more dirt. And there's the polished granite to finish my entryway. Get the dirt down. Yeah, most of my dirt's in here. I should probably go there for a moment. And my testing area can come down too. I think we'll use up the wooden pickaxe for it though, and not keep using the iron pickaxe while I'm still low on iron and everything else. So we're going to be making more tools probably this stream. My main focus is going to be on getting a roof on there, which is what I'm going to work on next. And probably organizing some of this because the disarray is already starting to get to me a little bit. I don't think I want just deep slate slabs, but let's get a couple and see. Since the top layer is the deep slate tiles, I wanted to sort of stick with that theme for the roof. But I also wanted to see what it might look like. To do something sort of like that. But I don't really want it to be flat on the bottom, so that's going to make it a little interesting, I think, to build. Because I think to do what I want, I'd have to do that. and do it something like that. Now the question is, which do we like better? What do you all think? I am thinking that I like either the bricks or the ones on the left, whatever you call those, that I can't think of right now. I don't think I like this one in the middle as much. And I know because I'm trying to use up one of my wooden pickaxes, this is going to take longer than it needs to. Right. I'm going to think on that for just a minute. And go around and light it up around here. I prefer lanterns. I will make lanterns and put them up. I'm not certain I have all the materials to do that just yet. I honestly haven't looked. I haven't had a chance to be on since the Sunday stream, so I haven't gone through everything to see what I might be missing or what I do have. In fact, we can do that real briefly. The downside is we're also at the point where there's just enough unlocked that I can't necessarily find everything right away. Okay, that's probably why I can't see it. I'm pretty sure I need iron ingots for it. So let's... I have some gold ingots. Where's my iron? There's some of it. There's more. I'm sorry, it's not the ingots, it's the little chips or whatever you call them. Those, the nuggets. That's the word I was looking for. There we are. And I can only make 2 right now. No, I guess we could make some more nuggets. Alright, well, we have 6. That is better than none. Okay. that'll give me a few to put up. I think I'll focus on putting them up inside first. I will have to decide. I usually prefer to do, I don't have any in my pockets, to do the fence posts more than the chains. Both are fine, and they're rare. And they do what needs to be done, but I don't know that I want to use that color wood. I feel like it ought to be something darker. Maybe chain would be better. For the design of this base. We will put those in there. I will undoubtedly not be able to find them in a little bit. Okay, so I do need to finish putting the granite. I don't know what else I'm going to do. I believe that I'm just going to keep the top layer as the deep slate tiles. But if I want to just go granite all the way up or do something else, or maybe just make that windows, that would be kind of nice too. Do a couple of panes of windows and then another thing of granite and then deep slate. Okay, but we do have to decide on this for the roof. I'm leaning towards this one. I think that's the one I like the best. And I apologize, everybody, if you can hear my dogs barking. It looks like USPS just dropped something off, and it is always a guessing game as to whether they will hear it and react or not, which I also find rather funny. And the neighbor dogs always have to chime in also. It's okay. Oh, and it did just occur to me that I could use the stairs to do some of this. I don't know why that didn't occur to me before. Then it's going to break this apart as one whole block, isn't it? Oh, it did not. That's very handy. Okay. I obviously did not lay this out beforehand, so this whole process is going to be a little bit of trial and error. And I wanted to just get those blocks out of the way. Let's make some stone pickaxes. This is going to take forever anytime I have to break things down if I keep trying to use my wooden one. And I know I do have an iron one, but I only have a couple of iron ones. And I kind of want to save those for when we go mining to be sure that I have them to mine diamonds. So that is not needed. Okay, pretty clearly we're gonna need a chest just for tools, which is what I normally do. Let's have a chest just for tools. I don't know if I'll need my shovel, but I'll bring it anyway. But pretty clearly I already need a chest that is just for tools. I thought that I fixed that. I guess I didn't. Nope, I bet I accidentally put one farther back. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly even, and once I start getting the enchanting table in there, I'm sure it's going to have to change anyway. Okay, where are... There they are. Make it so that I can actually get up here. Yep, and I just realized I will have to fix this part of my wall. Well, let's do this first, and then we can worry about that. Huh? Surprisingly, that worked out fairly well. So best way to go about this. I do think that I'm gonna have to build some kind of scaffolding or something around. I don't think I have enough string to make actual scaffolding. Yeah, I only have 9. We really need to organize these chests. They're already driving me a little batty. I'm going to put all of this stuff in there for the moment, because that one I won't be messing with. At least not for now. Alright, let's make you plants and saplings. You will make wood. I know, this is super, super exciting, everybody. However, having things more organized is going to make it much easier for me to get things done. And then this one we've already kind of turned into tools, so we'll make this one tools for now. The tools chest is probably going to move. This is probably not where it's going to stay. But at least for now, it's all in the same place. Put the doors in there as well. And let's put the wool in there. And there's not going to be enough space in there for everything. So I guess wool is not going to go in this one. Wool can go in here. So can the feather. Okay, it's at least a start. This, I think, is going to be all cobblestone, I'd started to put all the deep slate in here. I think that'll actually work. Oh, you are gray wool. I'm not going to put you in there. Granite. And then this for now. Will be the metals chest. Put the clay in here. Let's put dirt with the cobblestone. And diamonds. Whoop. Once we get some. Okay, so I have eggs and seeds and wool. The wool goes in here. Get the cobblestone out of there. Put the cobblestone in here. Eggs and seeds will go there. Put the lead there too. And you know what, let's put the glass in here. I do need the polished diorite. That way I can take care of this corner. Okay. At least now I can generally find whatever I'm looking for. Now, like I said, I think I need to create some kind of scaffolding. So let's do that. That's a pressure plate. We want planks. There we go. Yeah, and now I can make a composter, which we are just going to do right now. And put out by our crops. Is always in need of a good composter. I always have way more wheat seeds than ever actually get used. So having a composter is very helpful. And we'll light this up a little bit. Nope, I never lit up around my animals either. I will be separating them out. I did the quick and dirty just to get them in there. And then I will separate them out at another date. Possibly next stream, maybe before that. My next stream will be on Sunday. The time may change. Right now I have it at noon Mountain Time, which is my local time. But noon doesn't always seem to work very well for me. Most of the time on Sundays, noon works pretty well. It's the Tuesday time is probably definitely changing to probably something a little bit earlier in the day. Tuesday there just ends up being a lot going on, and makes it not as simple for me to get on here and hang out with you all. So I think Tuesday is going to end up being a little bit earlier of a stream. I think that is probably what's going to happen. This, of course, will all come back down once I've finished putting my roof on. This will just make it easier for me to get around, put up blocks, take down blocks. The last time I did kind of a round shaped base or house, I ended up just going with a really boring flat roof. And I hadn't intended to. It's just kind of how it's what I did in the short term and then never changed it. And I think this time I really want to try and do something more, and it might look terrible and we might tear it all down and go with a flat roof. But I won't know until I try. And I don't have a bow and arrows yet. I have some arrows, but I don't have a bow. Would be nice if I did. Then I could take out that creeper that's just hanging out in the boat over there. Okay, now that I've done that, now what? Where do we start? We start by actually collecting the materials that are down here. I'm not sure why I have my shears right there, but I do. So I think this route. Let's see, that side was also facing back. Yes. And this sideways. I will do that at least a dozen more times, I'm sure. And then these ones should be front. I will also fall down, I'm sure. A half dozen more, if not more than that. Come on, Ed. What are we doing? There. Yep, I must have already collected that one. Maybe we should be smart and put a few more. That would probably be helpful. There. Okay, well, we've got the first layer down. Oh, and there's, what are they, bandits, raiders, we'll call them raiders, over there. So far they haven't seen me, which is just as well, because I don't feel like dealing with them today. Oh, there's that one that I couldn't find a minute ago. Think, oh, no, I don't have my pickaxe handy. There we go. I think this one doesn't need to go there. since we need to get down to sleep anyway. And we're never going to look at it from the top. We're only ever going to look at it from down here. So yeah, I think that looks okay so far. I thought I had... There it is. And we just have rotten flesh all over the place in here. Let's put that all together. Bones can go in there. 2. So I do have some wheat. So I could make more bread, or we could just go harvest more. Or, you know, I could stop just jumping off of my building. That would also probably help. Okay, so for the next layer, I feel like I probably got more than I want. But I won't know that till I get down and really look at it. If I've put up more on the second layer than should be. And we might just leave it like that. Anyway, let it just be. If it really bothers me, we can always go back and change it later. Exactly enough with 5 to spare. Alright, we're going to have to go down and make more. And collect a few that we dropped. Including one right there. What do we think? Do we think we'll need this last one? Probably, huh? Alrighty. So, next layer. That's really interesting, because it didn't do that to us earlier. I wonder what the difference is. Maybe that's the difference. No, I don't know. Alright, next layer down. I'm going to take a quick water break. Everybody else, make sure that you are staying hydrated. I know I talked a lot last stream about how I'm trying to drink more water and never do. But drink your water, everybody. Alright. What do you think? Do you think we should go down and look at it from the inside? And maybe go down the not hurty way? Oh, and there's a couple of blocks in here to collect. I like that. I really like that. I like how it looks different from the tiles that are part of the wall and has a different color. And yeah, gradual raise in it. I really like it. I think it looks good. Okay, so I have a feeling we're not going to need all of these stairs, so let's do that. I think the stairs worked well for the first layer, but since we're doing full slabs, I don't think they would work as well for this layer. And then see, it didn't this time. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know what I did differently in the last layer to make it a solid block versus this time. No clue. And then this one's going to be a solid block. But that's okay. That's kind of cool. They have almost a purplish tint to them. When the sun goes down. That's neat. Okay, this side I did do straight across. I did on all of them, so probably should on that one too. All right. What did I do differently here from over there? That one is all single except for this one. This one has that same sort of notchback that the rest of them did until this layer. So this one I think will have to adjust. It's uneven again. What if we do that? Alright, last layer. And it is not gonna do it again. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, so this one goes down there, and that goes up there. I think it looks pretty neat. Get the lanterns up, or get the torches up. Don't really love having torches all over the floor. Like I said, I'd rather use the lanterns anyway. Okay. Yep, and I still need to fill that in. Okay. Sorry for the whining dog, everybody. Someone just got home, so he's got to make sure that we are all very informed of it. Okay, so now we've got to take all of the scaffolding down. Oh, and that wasn't very bright. There. We will need to leave at least one up so that I can get back up here if I need to. Which I will undoubtedly need to. Clearly, since I already did. Get all of these blocks off. And as always, if you're enjoying the stream or those watching the videos later, please follow, subscribe, turn on your notifications, all of that. I do post the VODs of all my streams on YouTube. Plus, anytime I'm working on this world in between streams, I record that, and if there's anything fun or interesting, or just if I feel like it, I will post shorter videos of any between the stream stuff. In fact, there probably will be sometime this week a between the stream video. Because I think I'm either going to try making an iron farm. I plan to make an iron farm either way. It's just whether I want to do it off stream or on stream. So I may do an iron farm or do a mob farm. I would do the mob farm on stream, however, in my experience anyway, I've only made one once. It's kind of long and tedious, and so that might not be the most interesting to do on stream. But there will probably be lots of me falling and doing something unintentional and ridiculous. And, you know, blowing up. Which I kind of knew he was going to do. I was hoping I would be able to get to him faster, but I don't have a good enough sword, so... Oh well. Fortunately, I have plenty of dirt and it didn't blow up my boat. So fixing that hole will be easy. I don't think I'm going to need that much dirt, but every time I say that, I turn out to be wrong, so I might as well just plan to do it the way I'm doing it. And I think maybe instead of building this block back up, we'll just flatten this out. And now we have a tree floating in outer space. I'm not going to leave it there. Like I said, I do really like cherry wood for, well, pretty much most things. So, I'm going to chop this one down. But I am going to plant some more. that will stay up permanently. Just making sure I've gotten everything, that there isn't a piece hiding somewhere. It looks like I've got everything. Alright, wood and dirt goes in here. Saplings in there. I have plenty of seeds. Let's get... that's probably enough. And I probably should wait for everything on this tree to despawn first. I do have a hoe in my inventory. So working on the roof of the house did not take anywhere near as long as I thought it was going to, which is great. I still have to put windows in. I still have to figure out where I'm putting the windows and put those in. But I think for now, I'm gonna get up all the pumpkins, because I want to move the pumpkins. Yeah, I think we're going to put the pumpkins up here. And I'm going to have to get them a water source. So let me go get my bucket. Now, I have my bucket. It is already there. Nope. There we go. Much better. I also want to do the same with potatoes. give them their own spot that isn't intermixed with the wheat. And like I said, always way too many wheat seeds. Okay, and we'll make this wheat also. And find a different spot for the potatoes. Yeah, maybe like there. Do another one just like the pumpkin soup. Okay, there we go. Potatoes planted. I guess I could do a little bit bigger on the pumpkins. Pumpkins is a little bit tricky though because of how they grow. So I think they'll just have to stay the way they are. Okay, now we're going to grow a few saplings on purpose. That's not very... And once they grow, my plan is to kind of bone meal around them, get some flowers and things going, and then hopefully we can have some bees. Get some sugar going. We will bake the potatoes. was in here. Probably should put that on my sign. There we go. That's better. Alright, sugar goes there. And for now, paper's gonna go there also. Let's see. We can make some dye. I think I can make pink dye out of pink petals. I'm not positive. But we will find out. And I don't know. That might just make white dye. And oh, it makes light gray. I would like to change my bed from just plain old white to something else. Not sure what yet. And I probably ought to figure that out before I do it. That was interesting. Let's see, so pink and red I can't do anything with. Pink and blue, of course, make purple. Let's see. Nope. I'll make orange. Okay. We do also have some bone meal, which I know I have other plans for. I actually need to make it into dye first. Duh. That's just pink. That's a light blue. Like that. Okay. So now it is pretty much literally up to deciding what color we want to make the bed. My default often tends to be purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so as far as I'm concerned, that is 100% an option. And just keep it purple, or keep going with my usual. But maybe maybe a magenta. Or, I mean, the light blue is kind of nice. Be kind of a contrast from everything else in the space being kind of pinky and burgundy. Don't love these tall ones. That tall one back there is okay. I'm just walking right through my crops. I am sure that if I tried to do that in real life, somebody would yell at me. Oh, and we need to get all of this out of here. I don't really envision a reason. Oh, I only have 2 torches. I was just thinking maybe I needed to light it up a little bit. It's not very many sticks though. You don't go in there. Get a couple of torches up there. Actually, I will need all the torches eventually. Might as well get them all now. Put one right in the middle. That's probably not truly enough, but probably good enough for now. Alright, get my stone out of my pockets. And I feel like glass, for now, should go in with wood. Let's make some more chests. I don't need them right at the moment, but they're there. Okay. Now the question is, where do we put some windows in this place? I definitely want some windows. I don't want it to be quite as dark and dismal as it is. I don't know. Maybe we think on it for a while. And I want to continue to breed up cows, especially, but really both, all of the above, sheep and cows. But I will need leather, so and there are our trees. This one is refusing to grow. Let's move it. Maybe it's just too close to the others. Let's move it like there. And see if that makes a difference. You can come out of there now. We don't need you there. And this chest, I'm pretty sure I already said this, but this chest is probably not going to stay here. It'll probably move once I have more things. Okay. Well, I thought it would take a lot longer to get my roof on. And we do about 15, 20 something minutes left before I probably have to go. So, since I haven't done any fishing at all yet, I was thinking for the last few minutes we could just do a little bit of fishing. So I hope everybody is having a good day. I hope your day got a little bit better. And if you enjoyed the stream, please follow me. If you're watching the video on YouTube afterwards, please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I do stream every Sunday and Tuesday. Like I said, the time may change. It may be earlier. However, currently it is still scheduled for noon on both of those days, Mountain Time. Like I said, that may change. I think it's probably going to be more like 10 or 11. However, we will see. I may be able to keep Sundays at noon. I will figure it out, and I will update the schedule in Twitch as soon as I know what it's going to be. You can also follow me on Instagram. I do post the schedule there. I honestly don't post much else right now, but that will probably change at some point. As things progress, as I think of things that I want to share, I will start posting more on Instagram. I just currently don't really much at all. I never noticed this before. The little fishing pole icon in your inventory tray changes when you put the fishing pole out. I never noticed that. I guess I'm never looking at it. I don't know. That's very interesting to me. There's always something new, some little tidbit that either Minecraft changes in an update or that just discover when playing. I think I learn new things probably almost every time I get on. It does something different than what I expect, or just has been, or I've just never apparently been looking at the icon when it changes. Yeah, too soon on that one. And there's a lot of kelp out there. We could harvest some kelp, get some kelp going. That might be a thing for next streams. Maybe start a kelp farm. I know kelp is not necessarily a super interesting farm to have, but it does make for good fuel and can be used for other things, and food if necessary. I guess we could let's do story time. So my kiddo is in high school, and they just had a couple of weeks ago their winter dance, and all the school rules, of course, are very different from when I was in high school. But they're even different from last year. They now have to have clear purses or clear bags in order to carry any of their stuff. They randomly breathalyze everybody. Well, not everybody. I guess when you get to the door and you show your ID and all of those things, then you reach into a bag and draw out a colored ball, and if it's a certain color, they breathalyze you. Well, the winter ball, she drew out the color where you don't get the breathalyzer. However, the person that was in charge of that wasn't paying attention, so almost tried to give her the breathalyzer, which I found to be kind of amusing. I also think it's sort of sad that we are at a point where we have to do that to high school dances, especially dances that are on campus. On the flip side, I went to high school with a couple of people that were most definitely inebriated by the end of the day. So I guess it's that. Yeah. If it was already going on when I was in high school, I guess I can only assume that it's worse now. So there is that. However, there's never been any issues at any of her dances. It's always been. She's always had a lot of fun. They've had issues with like bad DJs and stuff like that, but no issues with students fighting or getting in trouble or so. And I don't think there's been any issues with students not being under the influence of alcohol or something else when showing up. If there have, she hasn't been aware, because I'm pretty sure she would have told me if there had been someone. So I guess, it's unfortunate that they're necessary precautions, but they must be working, or at least and she does go to a fairly large high school. I went to a really small high school. So, like, there are more students in her class than there were in my entire school. No, come back, I need ink. Oh, he's getting too far away and it is starting to get dark out again. I don't really need any of this seagrass. Not yet, anyway. One of these streams we will do some exploring and hopefully we will find some turtles. And we can have turtles and then we will need some seagrass, but right now I do think my house looks pretty good. I'm still not sold on the setup of the doors. But that is a problem, most certainly, for a different day. Oh, our potatoes are probably done. Okay, we don't have any leather yet, so we can't make books. And I believe we need obsidian anyway to do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a nice little cherry groove. Get some more bone meal it up a little bit more, and hopefully we will get a beehive out of that. Oh, and my donkey friend is still up there. Get some more flowers. Oh, I wonder if that's the other part of that one that I marked. Doesn't really look like it though. We will have to go exploring and see what we find in there. Because I bet that there is some pretty interesting things in there. Alright. Can I get rid of some stuff in my bags? I absolutely can. We don't need all those torches. Those can go there. Alright. Well, unfortunately, like I said, I do have to do a shorter stream today. I wish I didn't. I would much rather hang out with all of you. But it is what it is. I will be on next on Sunday. So far, probably still at noon Mountain Time. But that may change. If it does, I will update my schedule both on Twitch and on Instagram. And like I said, please follow if you're watching the videos, subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. I will turn around so that you can sort of see my face. My eyes are hiding under my helmet. So I think I will try to find someone to raid. So have a good one, everybody, and let me find someone to raid. Let's see. go with someone who hasn't been on. For real long. Let's go see Sassy Cat.
You see any women on this game in Minecraft doing that? No.